Alright. I do not have cards. I will not travel. But, let's resume that current run. I don't even remember that one was. Okay. So what do we got? Last run I went, well, I mean, bow and infinite arrows is just too good. I want to try the timed mode at some point. But honestly, like, I barely even played this game in a while. So I really like skill builds in this game. I don't like the melee combat that much. It's like, it's okay, but it feels like weird and frantic. It feels weird and frantic when, like, what it should have is, like, skill. I don't know, I've been playing a lot of, or not playing, I've been watching my buddy Sebastian SB play Salt and Sanctuary, and playing this actually makes me really want, like, somebody to make Salt and Sanctuary style of gameplay into a roguelike. Like a lengthy one. That'd be magic. Obviously, it's not gonna happen, but it'd be nice. Yeah, I gotta remember to use that stomp. Somebody was very, like, emphatic about, like, start using your stomp. They're actually being much kinder than that, but I would just always use that when people, use that voice when people give me advice. It's not a good habit, maybe, but whatever. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, I actually just totally forgot about the stomp even being a thing. Oh, Fire Torrent, which is brutality? Really? I wonder if it's any better than it used to be. Check Spire every Thursday for updates. That's update day. Okay, good to know. I've been playing a lot of roguelikes lately, which feels really good. I've said this before, but, like, I owe the first, I want to say the first 4,000 subscribers on my channel. Maybe 5? Oh, yeah, Wander Recycle. I forget. It's easy to. Okay, that's better now. Maybe we rethink this. Because that fire is really good. The problem is I can't, like, dodge while I'm doing it. I'm really surprised that fire is considered brutality. Of all things. Okay, so let's go back up. But yeah, I owed like my first 5,000 subscribers on YouTube purely to roguelikes, and even beyond that, I owe quite a lot to roguelikes just for my channel and content and whatnot. And like you know, every once in a while, a new roguelike will come out, and I get really excited because they're awesome. But there's so many bad ones. Or so many, like, kind of promising ones that... Yeah, I can't recycle that. There's so many promising ones that, like, are in development forever, or turn out to be kind of disappointing. Oh, geez, what do I do? Guys, you wanna... Well, I guess I could actually go brutality and you... Yeah, let's go brutality. Because I can actually go bows and flamethrowers, maybe? What do you guys think? Brutality or tactics? Go bow or, like, be fireman? I'm not a big fan of green, even though it would help. Alright, I gotta vote for brutality. It's kind of quiet, it's the end of the night. Right, people are saying fire. Alright. Let's go fire. I'll commit to the flamethrowers and maybe the Spartan sandals. And I can't recycle that. Luckily I've got money to spare. Okay, the Spartan sandals aren't very good. Let's get the, Yeah, that'll be fun. See, wonder why don't you add Twitch extensions? Is there... to this? Oh, let's get smart rolling. Oh, Castlevania-esque. There we go. Oh, to my channel. Define that better. If you're wondering why, like, I don't have, like, the crazy stuff on my screen at all times, it's because I don't like how it looks. Holy shit, this is going to be great. I really wish you could actually make... I really wish you could make poison explode in this game. That would be magic. Ooh, hello. There's that. Is it time for wall chicken? It's time for wall chicken. I'm glad that they did that. Alright, I guess I'll grab the meat grinder, even if I'm not going to be going into, tactics here. I also hate the fact... I'm really disappointed... Yep. Okay. I'm really disappointed that they made it so that you couldn't just, like, leave and run away from traps and stuff. Okay, it's called Streamlabs. Yeah, I could look into it. I don't know. I'm kind of a bad streamer. Because I owe my roots to YouTube. Even if, ultimately, I don't actually really like either site. I find the people that run Twitch to be maybe a little bit weird. I just hear about, like, the moderation and the admin staff for Twitch. And they're always kind of just, like, questionable decisions? I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Bow and infinite arrows? No. Let's see. War spear wasn't anything, and I'm not injured. Do we go to the Promenade of the Condemned or the Toxic Sewers? Let's go to Toxic Sewers. I think you get some better stuff. But yeah, I don't quite like either, but maybe it's just because I haven't, like, really gotten to know anything or, like, gotten very deep. There's the kebab, but the kebab doesn't do anything if I'm full health. I play very carefully in this game. One off. Oh, like the coin nonsense. Yeah, Huh, but yeah, the main reason why I've never, like, really gotten into, like, the whole, like, Twitch overlay, the Twitch, like, kind of metagame stuff that you run in the background, like, wow, that poison damage is, not great. Fire's a little bit more effective. The reason why I never really got into that stuff is, in a lot of cases, just because, I feel like it distracts away from the game, and the commentary. For me, it's like, gameplay first, commentary second. Gameplay first, commentary second, and then all the other bells and whistles later, and they've always just been kind of never. Because I will, like, go to channels and, like, half the time I can't even hear because, like, there's, like, a weird ka-ching noise that's just constantly going, and I'm like... And obviously, like, there are better ways of doing it, but... I gotta admit, the flamethrower is really effective. It's got a really nice AoE to it. Damage is good. Obviously, we're a little bit limited. Ow. I'm gonna be taking some hits. I guess I gotta remember my skills. Nope. Ow, that didn't work. Okay, let's wait for him to turn around and... Yeah, the problem is my build has extremely long kill times. Ow. Very long animations. I wonder if I can actually just duck. Nope, can't just duck. Ow, dying. Okay. Dying fast. Gonna run away now. Yeah, we have the fire. But he keeps summoning his little goons. There we go. Got him. Alright, we're good. Okay. Tactics +1. All damage taken. Long dives to the ground. Ignite. I mean, no matter what, those are all good. Unfortunately, the amulets are worth, like, tons of money, so if I want to be, like... wicked greedy, I'd just hold on to that. Okay, well, we're fine. I've still got 2 more heals before we need to go. And I can't get rid of that. Okay. Wander, you could always do, like, pet cam. I don't have a pet. I have not had a pet since I think I was in 7th grade. I had a pet rat, which realistically was not the best starter pet I could have gone for. Unfortunately, when picking a pet for the very first time, I would highly recommend against one that will die in, like, 3 years. Not to mention, I also, like... If I... Pet cam would effectively either be, like, just my feet, or something stupid, or, like, shell. I'm not entirely sure to, get a rock. I could get a rock. Okay, extra damage on a bleeding target. Well, my other one's, 2. The problem is the poison's complete garbage right now. It only did, 1 damage a tick, which was not really worth it. Yeah, get a pet rock. That would be funny stupid. Actually, I originally bought a lava lamp for my apartment as a joking Christmas tree. That was a weird bad lag. That's scary. Yeah, 3 years is natural for a rodent. Yup, I'm aware of that now. At the time, I didn't really process that fact. I got my rat when I think I was like 11. As a quick lesson in the fleeting nature of life. Which, I mean, it wasn't actually, like, that bad, but it was definitely something where, like, if you're not like, prepared for that sort of thing, and I very, very much was not, it was just like, well, okay, I'm just, this sucks. That's how it went. I still think, what the? Huh, I didn't know they could do that. Obviously cool, but still. But yeah, don't feel bad. No, it's just one of those that, like, when you're, what, 13 and your only pet that you've ever owned has already passed on from pretty horrifying, I died of mammary cancer, which is not a quick way to go. I think it had cancer for, like, the latter third of its life, and it's just like, ooh, ouch. And that was not fun. That was how I got into Linkin Park, actually. I was, like, feeling really down, and I'd been listening to, what was it? One of their, like, 2 really popular songs on the radio, and I'm like, this speaks to me. And then I got, like, their first album. And, I mean, honestly, it wasn't so bad. Ish. But, that was the only album I owned for, like, years. So I just ended up being that kid that listened to Linkin Park a lot. It's not actually so bad, but just things that you pick up as a result of being a kid. Yeah, I'd like to get the horizontal turret. I don't think it would do a whole lot of damage. Plus, the flame turret kind of will help. Yeah, technically, my earliest memories of my parents' pet rabbit dying. I'd say it was like one of my pets, but like this was early memory. So I remember nothing of it apart from just like, oh, yep. That's, yeah, I can't get up there. That's a dead creature. Actually, it was more like, why isn't it moving? My parents had to have a really awkward dialogue with their 2-year-old. Maybe 3-year-old? I really don't know how young I was. I was really young. Like, I'm fairly certain, like, I was still in diapers at this point. I was, like, on the way out. Ooh, okay, those are kind of neat. I will gladly take Firebrands over Fire Torrent. I like... Actually, no, screw it. Do we get rid of the... Let's just go Pure Fire. And technically, we also had a guinea pig, but honestly, the guinea pig was a little monster. Because we didn't own it. We inherited it from our elderly neighbors who couldn't take care of it anymore. So they're like, we have done nothing to get this thing to like people. So, good luck. It was... Ow. Oh, well, those things hurt significantly less than they used to. That's kind of nice. But yeah, we had to get rid of the guinea pig because then we moved across the country. And that was the thing. Yep. There we go. Yeah, using those stomps in battle seems like it'd actually be a really good strategy at some point. Ah! I really did not know they could do that. They keep doing it, and I don't know why. Okay, I think this is another rune traversal point that I can't go through. Like over here? Yeah, there it is. Let's see, we've still got something in the top area. Yeah, honestly, if I were ever to get another pet, it'd probably be a cat or something. I'd like a dog. I like the personality of dogs more. Yeah, that just doesn't tick up fast enough. Yeah, don't forget about the flame turret, too. Problem is just, flame turret is slow. Let's see, do we get survival just for the bonus health, or do we go tactics for the skills? Let's go survival for the bonus health, even if it's probably not the most useful thing. Yeah, those flame torches got kind of bad. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I just need more levels in brutality. Okay, anything else? Not really. Oh, there's, no, some Spartan sandals that I can't reach. You can get a cat that acts like a dog, like yours. Yeah, see, that would be the dream. I had a friend in college who had, she had a pair of Persian cats. One, I am not sure it existed. I never saw it. I never even heard it. Recycle. I forgot. Whatever, we're fine. I literally never saw the thing. It was a ghost. If it existed, it really would have been a surprise to me, but nah, whatever. Oh, interesting. It doesn't give me the hunter's bow this time around. No, we're not upgrading weapons anymore. No, it looks like, the age-old, like, the grinding for cells is actually not that helpful. But yeah, so she had two Persian cats. I don't know about the first one, but the second one was fat, lazy, and loved you.
They weren't Persian.
Weren't they? Siamese. Siamese.
The lazy one that was really friendly. She just
Okay. Tortoiseshell Siamese. I'm sorry. The distinction on cat breeds is not a, is not something that I'm particularly well versed in. For a while, I hated them. The only cats I knew about were ones that would bite you as soon as it got the chance. My grandmother had the nastiest cat ever. Like, you know how I was talking about the guinea pig and how the guinea pig was just kind of a little jerk that nobody had ever trained. Well, my grandmother, honestly, my grandmother was kind of not exactly. Oh, I'm sure she was a fine parent, but by the time she got to my mother, who's the youngest, my grandmother, I think, had kind of checked out on the whole parenting thing, and just kind of not stopped, but like she definitely wasn't too interested in anything in my mother's life, which I'm sure my mother. Oh, okay, this hurts. That helps. Okay. There we go, got it. And we get this. Tactics, you get 2 bonus jumps in the air, damage from projectiles reduced. Yeah, that's better than what I got. And let's recycle this for a holy hell of a lot of money. Alright, yeah, that hurts. But yeah, so by the time my grandmother got to my mother, I think she just checked out a little bit. And so by the time my grandmother was, you know, my grandmother, she'd already been through a whole bunch of pets, and I think after a certain point, she likewise gave up on the idea of, you know, training them or even being particularly close to them. So she had a cat named Jackson. It was this black and white something or other. It was a fluffy cat. If you let you pet it, it was heavenly. Like, it was one of the softest cats I've ever felt. Problem is, it didn't want to let anybody pet it, period. It didn't want to let anybody nearby. And so it just would like hiss at you and like more or less take over a couch during family gatherings and let nobody else even like remotely close to it. It was a furry little asshole. And then my grandmother lost it because she lived on a farm. My grandmother lives up in the middle of Minnesota. And, you know, nice place. Not exactly the nicest place to lose your animal, though, especially because, you know, Minnesota gets hella cold during the winter. So she lost her furry little asshole. And he disappeared for, I want to say, like 2 years. And then he came back, you know, looking, you know, haggard, worn, whatever more or less happens to semi-indoor cats that get outside and then stay outside for far too long. Like, you know, kind of cat version of Nom or something. Obviously, I'm being a little bit glib here, but I'm tired and my, like, vocabulary gets stupid when it's this late. And so, it comes back, and it is, I mean, it is not traumatized, because I don't know if cats, like, feel trauma. Yeah, they absolutely do. Animals can 100%, like, feel, like, emotions, go figure. But so it came back, and it was meaner, and it was nastier than before. If you were in the same room as it, it would chase you out. It was super territorial, and it just was not a nice critter. And so when it got lost again, my grandmother obviously did not particularly mind. And neither did the rest of us. And kind of rinse repeat for a while. Let's grab the oil sword, because the flame brands are kind of garbage. It got lost like 2 or 3 more times, and every single time that cat came back, it got way meaner. You know, this thing just does enough damage to kill people. I like the idea of the oil sword, but it's kind of a bad combo. Did she ever neuter him? I have no idea. I mean, he could have been, but they're on a farm out in the middle of nowhere. Like, the thing about marking territory is, yeah, marking territory and, like, mating with females, but when you're 2 miles from the nearest farm, Okay, so we have... Actually, the oiled sword does more damage. Oh, it's the brutality 1 bonus, and nobody's frozen to begin with. But yeah, she lived out in the middle of nowhere. Well, that thing still was alive. It was miles to the nearest farm. And, like, even further to the nearest town. Now, everywhere is kind of developed, and it's, you know, not nearly the like, overgrown... I'm not gonna say mess, because mess would imply that farms are messy, but it was pretty much just farmland for, I want to say, the first half of my life. And then, obviously, a bunch of apartment complexes moved in, there's strip malls everywhere, and it's just like, huh, this is what happens, I guess, when areas stop being about farming and just start being about holding more people. But yeah, so me being, you know, a kid that would only visit occasionally, so of all of my relatives, my mother and my father were the only ones to move away. Well, no, except for my aunt that embezzled a bunch of money and had to leave for legal reasons. I'm fairly certain she was just hiding out until the statute of limitations went away, but also her employer went to prison. Her employer that she embezzled from went to prison, so I don't know. Anyway, let's grab the frontline shield. So it just blocks damage. Huh, interesting. Yeah, the fire torrent level 1 is not so great. If we find another fire torrent, I'll go back for it. But yeah, so from both of my families, my family was the only one to move out of that state. And so everybody else would come by, you know, maybe on a monthly basis, because my grandparents were getting old, so on and so forth. I, on the other hand, did not recycle. I keep forgetting, I'm sorry. I mean, I have 30-something thousand gold. I'm not too worried about it. But so, So since we were never around, it never got used to us. And so, like, the other people would kind of, like, hatefully tolerate. With us, we were intruders. We were the bad people. And that was just how that worked. I probably should have kept, I really should probably have kept the, flame turret for this boss. Oh well. At least I can more or less just keep him in, permanent fire. Almost permanent fire. Okay. But yeah, so we were, like, the enemy plus. And, like, it was super obvious that he did not like us and would not tolerate our presence or anything like that. So for me, for years, cats were truly evil. Do I mind being told where to find runes? No, I don't mind at all. Absolutely tell me. Because I wouldn't mind getting all of them. But yeah, so like for me, that was the only cat I knew. I had one other friend who had a cat, but the cat was one of those like escape artist cats. She would like, I think she would get out on like a monthly basis or something like that. Drill rune is in the ossuary. Yeah, unfortunately we haven't unlocked the ability to get to the ossuary yet. So I don't even know how to do that. Unless I'm doing something wrong to get to the ossuary. But yeah, it was an escape artist cat, and it would get out, and they didn't get it fixed until like halfway through. And as soon as they got that cat fixed, it became more of an escape artist. I guess it decided that its owners were out to get it for, I mean, kind of. For kind of good reason. I mean, if you're a furry little animal and somebody takes your furry little nutsack, you're probably going to resent their existence. Ow, rolled right into that one. Gonna stay away from the horror jumping. Geez, cannonballs are gonna kill me here. I need a bow. The shield is kind of an interesting idea, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. If I could block and move. Oh, you get to the ossuary from the ramparts. Good to know. Go past the elevator. Oh, you mean from the area where the trader is? But yeah, so like I barely knew that cat, and it just sounded like a headache, like having a cat that just constantly was trying to escape. So I never specifically had a whole lot of interest in getting a cat that was just going to run away. Whereas, like, generally dogs were fine. Ish? I don't know. I guess I had more exposure to dogs. We had a next-door neighbor that had like, a really, really, really kind German Shepherd. Like, that thing was a absolute darling. Peed everywhere. Like, everywhere. Which leads me to believe that they probably didn't get affected. Yeah, he's bad. Yeah. Oh, he's still alive. But yeah, so there was like a really nice German Shepherd that lived across the street from, not across the street, directly next to us. Ow. And we took care of it often. So I have fond memories of that German Shepherd. And we would, you know, obviously we were the dog setters. Not of the neighborhood, just for the neighbors. I don't really like these little biter worm things. I guess it's not so bad. I've got, ow! Got things to make up for it. Hello. Impaler. Yeah. Let's get rid of the frontline shield. Impaler hits pretty quick. And we're going to be fighting near walls half the time anyway. Mainly, it wrecks the little bitey dudes. Worth it. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of why I never got into pets. I hate these things. At least this game has the Bloodborne healing. Oh. Oh. Okay. It does plenty of damage, even if I'm not necessarily getting the crit bonus. It's more than enough. There we go. Okay, so I can't get up there. Oh, wait. Maybe I can. I forgot. Aha! I have super jump. They made the Impaler a lot faster. They needed to. This game... Oh, good. This game cannot afford to have slow weaponry. Like, it literally just, like... This game is way too fast-paced, and the enemies are just way too brutal. To have that sort of thing. But yeah, we also traveled a lot. I moved a lot. I moved kind of constantly in the first part of my life. I have never lived in one place for longer than 5 years, I believe it is. Which is, I mean, for me, I don't mind that in the slightest, but I mean, it'd be pretty rough having a pet. What is that place? What is there? I have no idea. I am here now. I guess I've cheesed past that? What was that? Is there anything there? I have no idea. Ow. Yeah, liking the Impaler for this one. It works better. Okay, but yeah, no, I don't know. Someday I'll probably get a pet, and it'll be kind of fun, and I'll probably document the whole process, and it'll be adorable, and it'll probably be some kind of adoptee or something like that. Oh, I know why this is here. It's actually really helpful. The hell was that? I've noticed this game has the tendency to hitch now, which is really bad. Okay, Impalers still can't hit those guys. That's a really bad mix. Yeah, it's just a village key door skip. News to me. Still super helpful. I'm really liking the changes to the Impaler. I'll have to check the War Spear, because if the War Spear is this fast, obviously, then that's something worth something. Ow. Yeah, unfortunately, like the hitboxes on some of those attacks just get a little bit fuzzy. I feel like the War Spear needs the bow treatment. Because bows will now, like, kind of automatically target enemies. Ow! I didn't even notice those guys spawned. Oh, do they, like, do those little worm things explode? They might. That would explain some things. Okay. War Spear is not fast on its first swing, but crits when you hit more than one enemy. Yeah, I like the idea of the War Spear, I'm not sure if I will use it. The main problem is you need that fast initial swing in a lot of these. Okay, well this is actually a kind of a decent run. Then again, I'm kind of getting back on the swing of things. Alright, so corrupted power. Magnetic grenade is like kind of way tempting. Let's go magnetic grenade. Let's lose the flamethrower turret. Let's see. I mean, I could also replace my cluster bombs. Okay, let's do that. I got plenty of money. Because, yeah, magnet grenade brings them all together for me to hit, and the cluster bomb's just kind of a nice bonus, even if it's not great. I wish there were more skills that actually made use of... Oh, that should be a thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, how cool would it be if there were, like, attack skills? Like a charge. Just straight up, easy peasy, nothing fancy about it, charge. You charge forward, you hit an enemy. Knock him back, maybe you stun him. A ground slam. Effectively hit the ground, and everything kind of explodes around you. That actually seems kind of necessary for this game. And I'm a little bit floored that doesn't exist. Because that would actually, that would be huge. Because I like the skill system, but unfortunately almost all of them are like tactics-based, which... Like... It's nice. There we go. I'm sure there's better ways of getting up there. I don't even know if there is something up... Ow! They even do that much damage. Oh, I remember the old magnetic grenade cheese that I could do. Oh, hey David B, I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, welcome back. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Multiple highs. Yep. I rolled straight through that. Entirely my fault, but that's fine. Oh, I've got my, like, little army of biters. I'm really glad that they actually have unique models for my biters along the way. I have no keys. What? I guess there's that little hut there. I'll have to go check that out. Check that out. That's probably the only place I can go. Oh. Hello! Yeah, that kill bonus is really helpful. Oh, and I guess I haven't been in here yet. David B. I have to do this kind of shout-out thing. Do I do this? Yeah, let's get rid of the oiled sword. Let's switch these around. David B. is actually, I think, one of my longest fans. Kind of. One of them. I mean, obviously, there's some other people that have been around probably as long as him. But that is a blast from the past that I have not heard in years. As a YouTuber, you do not forget your, like, first and, like, really dedicated fans, kind of ever. I mean, maybe you do, I don't know. I don't know about some YouTubers. Some of them just, like, explode in popularity at, like, ultra-high speeds, and it's just like, eh. Clock Tower, haven't been over there before. Like, there are some YouTubers that hit, like, 30,000 within a week of their debut, and I'm just like, that's not fair. You shouldn't exist. Get out of here. But, for smaller, slower growing people like me, wow, that was effective. These guys, they still exist. Okay, do we have more? I really gotta try the lightning thing, honestly. Okay. But yeah, for people that grow as slowly as I am, I actually get the chance to kind of remember people. It also helps that I, like, just spit out a ton of videos on a day, so, like, when it comes to putting videos out, it's just like, oh, yeah, super easy to remember, folks. Ow. Because I'm getting, like, significantly less views, so it's easier to remember, like, comments. Ow. Hurts. We're fine. We're fine. Let's see. Brutality, we're good, and we're good. Let's see, we get Knife Storm. Now, oh, Knife Storm is a red-based skill. Knife Storm is good. It is really late. Yeah, it is. This is gonna be my last run. Even if I want to go on, my headache's back and in full force. We still didn't get a key here, did we? Well, I think there might... Is there a door above me? There is a door above me. I don't know if I've been in that one yet. Oh, I forgot to recycle. You're correct. Let's go back and do that, too. But yeah, Tower of Guns. I should get back to... ish. I need to bug Joe Mirabello about Tower of Guns. Yeah, I guess I was kind of talking about this at the beginning of this run. The concept of, like, owing a lot to roguelikes and whatnot. Tower of Guns was, like... it was one of the first major series I, like, ever did. First one to hit 100? No. I think Amler got to 100 first. But yeah, I think back to that game often. And super fondly. The main reason why I haven't touched Tower of Guns in a long time is, Mother Gunship's coming out. Like, hi, people. People and things. I guess I'll just stab this guy in the booty. Okay, there we go. There's the other key. Let's see. But yeah, Mother Gunship's coming out in, presumably a couple of months. And that's really exciting for me. Because... one, it's going to be multiplayer. They're actually adding, like, they're actually adding... Oh, what's it? How did I get through here? I think it was over in the chest room. Multiplayer, so I can play with, like, Bird and company if he feels like joining me. Because that would be really fun. Mother Gunship. Sounds interesting. So, Mother Gunship, for those of you that don't know, is probably my most anticipated roguelike. I'm not going to say of all time. Maybe? I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh, did I forget to recycle the oiled sword, too? I might have. There was, like, an elevator going down in one of these doors, and I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was in the very beginning? Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. Inspire you to get Kriya. That's a neat game. It is. It's probably one of my favorite Terraria likes. Starbound, I think, takes a little bit more of the cake. I don't remember where that vertical way is down. I'll check the last one, but still. But yeah, so Mother Gunship, I'm really looking forward to it because it's everything I wanted out of Tower of Guns, but with multiplayer and gun crafting and stuff. And, like, to me, that's really exciting. Okay, so I can make it to the clock tower. Let's check out what this is. So we can go to the Forgotten Sepulchre. Sepulchre? What do we want to do? Go back to Sepulchre, or... I want to go to the clock tower. I've never been to the clock tower before. The Sepulchre... Well, no, it's easier to get to the Forgotten Sepulchre. Sepulchre? Sepulchre? I don't know. Oh. Is there an area over to the right? No, it doesn't really look like it. Clock tower it is! Can't wait for Mother Gunship, but... Risk of Rain 2. I have very mixed feelings on Risk of Rain 2, and I'm assuming it's going to be great, but I have no idea. I really don't know. I'm excited for both of them. Sequels to roguelikes never... Oh, wait, almost rarely disappoint. I did not like Wizard's Lizard 2. I thought Wizard's Lizard 2 was kind of bad. Tick-tock. Let's see. I assume I can't climb this. No, I can. Okay. This is neat, whatever it is. Doesn't look like there's much of anything here. Presumably a boss? Oh. Okay. So I want to ambush this guy here. I don't know how dangerous these guys are. And so I figure I might as well make the most of my bonuses. Well, I've got them. But yeah, like, a number of people were not a big fan of... Ow. Wow. You hurt. A lot of people were not big fans of Afterbirth for whatever reason, but I thought it was an amazing game. I guess Rebirth and then Afterbirth. I guess it was more the controversy of how they released everything. And, like, the ARG. But I found, that whole setup to be just really cool and really well done. What does this do? Hi! Oh, those are explosives, and I'm dead. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that sucked. But that's how this goes. Yeah, so I think for, oh, I wonder if it caps out at 15k. I think for going to the clock tower, I need to get my hands on... Oh yeah, I gotta remember, there's like always 2 things over here for whenever I start runs. I think I'll go to the clock tower with skills and blocks. And I will go to the Sepulchre, which is the one with the darkness mechanic. I'll go to that with melee, because that's a lot more maneuverable and a little faster. That'll make sense. Famous last words. Oh, what does this do? Oh yeah, absolutely. That was nuts, but that was really fun. Just my hand hurts and my head hurts more. Wow. I guess I have been going for 6 hours. I did start kind of early. Understandable. Did I? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I don't know. I'm forgetting things. It's been a long week. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff out of the way. But that's okay. Love my Binding of Isaac series. Binding of Isaac was great. I'm actually sort of trying to convince Bird to do Binding of Isaac races with me again. But he kind of wants to play new games. For obvious reasons, we've been playing the same damn game for 3 months now. But yeah, that was fun. And I will keep running this. I want to see what the new content is. It kills me so hard because my old scum strategies don't work anymore. They kind of do, but they mostly don't.